Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're in the hallway. I don't remember me ever starting a video out here before, so new thing. Today I want to do some cleaning up. I have a rolling table here full of hard drives that has been sitting out here, and I got tired of looking at that, so I thought, well, maybe today I should clean up those drives and get rid of the drives that I don't need anymore. I've tried to sell these multiple times, the lower sizes one, but let's see what we got here. This is the table in question. There are some hard disks on top and there are some hard drives on the bottom here, and these are, well, back in the days they were compact drives from compact servers. Then they were bought by, or they merged with Hewlett-Packard. So there are some Hewlett-Packard drives as well. Some of these drives are okay. I'm gonna be keeping some of them. I don't know why, but I will be keeping some of them, and then I will be throwing out a lot of them because I need the table back. So, but let's have a closer look. There is also a tiny IBM compartment here of drives, and there are some more HP and compact drives over there. So these drives are back from when they were made really well. The cages was made in metal, the hard drives were metal, and the interface was SCSI. And there are different models of SCSI. This one was a wide ultra SCSI, and this disk is 36.4 gigabytes, 15,000 RPM. So back in the day that was a really good drive. Here is a newer one, just because this is an HP drive, and when compact and HP merged, well, most of the products became HP products, even though from where I was sitting, compact had a bigger market share on their servers. And the servers that you know today, especially the DL series, the DL380, which is in a generation 10 now, that was originally a compact model. I actually have that on the shelf in the Datacenter. But this is another 36.4 gigabyte hard drive, and another one there. Then we have a 73 gigabyte hard drive. This one I actually remember. I have bought this hard drive and paid good money for them. The other ones I've gotten for free when the servers has been taken out of production. So at some point I was using these. I have some disk shelves out in the data center that uses this SCSI interface, and I was filling that up with hard drives. I had two of those. I had one that I was trying to fill up with these 73 gigabyte hard drives, and then I had another one disk shelf that I was trying to fill up with 146.8 gigabyte hard drives. So I had to go and secondhand buy the drives so that I could get up to a number that was big enough so that I could start my array. And this Maxter drive here is one of those drives that I bought on the blue newspaper here in Denmark, and got my array up and started with that. So, memories. Here we have a 72 point. I'm going to be saving some of the larger ones. The smaller ones I want to just get rid of. Here's another one of the Maxters. And these I'm guessing that it's a 146 gigabyte hard drive, but this Seagate one doesn't really say what it is, so I'll have to look that up. There's a whole stack of those. I wonder if I really have that many 146 gigabyte drives. That would be nice. Might be able to sell those. It seems that all these drives, this one another one that I actually bought used online. This one got off work It had made a failure at some point, but I remember still using this for years, even though it had come out saying that it was bad. So it wasn't bad enough for me not to use it. So I guess these drives, I don't know, these are just the smallest. That's the 36 point something gigabyte drive. They're too small. Nobody uses these cages anymore, I think. So I'm probably just gonna have to throw those out. They were expensive, I remember that. So here are the IBM drives with the IBM system of trays. And these are also SCSI drives, but the IBM's has a kind of a converter here. And more or less it looks like it's just to move that connection forward. I don't know what they were thinking, but it doesn't seem, it's not a good solution to put another layer of connectors in there. I have no idea. Yeah, but I recognize these drives. I think this is the same drive as, is it that one? No. I've definitely seen this drive before. Never mind. So I've never had anything that these would fit in, so I am gonna get rid of these. These are U160 SCSI drives, and this one is 18, does it say up here, 18.2 gigabytes, and it's Ultra SCSI from 2002. This is a 9.1 gigabyte SCSI drive. That one is also going out, on the way out. This one also 9.1. Then we have a compact drive here in an IBM. Yeah, this looks very similar to the one we just looked at. Okay, not exactly, but compact drive there. Don't want to keep that around. It's more like, it's these cages. Can't be bothered to keep them, so these are going out. This one looks special. This is from 1999. This drive is from the last century. Cool. So I'm throwing those out. I'm throwing these out with them. This is one of those old compact drives, and this is one of the drives that came standard with compact servers back in that day. Also a SCSI drive, and well, these were really good quality. They lasted a long time. So probably if you went and spin up one of these, it would still work perfectly. I've used quite a few of these, but 18.2 gigabytes. Well, it's just not what it used to be. Compact. Well, I found a plastic container for these drives. I'm gonna fill them in the plastic container, and then I'm gonna put them in my car and see what I can do with them. If I find someone that wanna trade me something, I was thinking about maybe asking Nordic Computer, the computer broker that I visited earlier this year. Maybe they would trade me some of these old drives, and I could get a couple of drives that I could actually use for something. I'm not sure. I'll ask them. They will probably just say that I can throw them out, but well, then I asked. These drives becomes really heavy. So if you are already sitting there typing that I can send them to you, well, a drive like this would be $20 just to send it to the Netherlands. And I lately had a little bit of experience with that, and that was only a couple of RAM blocks that I shipped away, and a hard drive, a kilogram, $20. Ouch. So $20 for an old 9.1 gigabyte drive, probably not worth it. So let's get that away. See what else is down there. What do we have? It says 300 gigabytes. Is it? No, this is a 36 gigabyte drive. Off you go. And this is the same. probably just got some drive cages. Same. So probably all of these are. I did also make a 36 gigabyte array at some point. So well, all of these are of that size. There's a fortune in drives here. Here are some more drives. These are 72 gigabyte drives. Also SCSI drives. I'll keep those. They're kind of big enough to be okay. Then we have these, which has never been out of the package. 36.4 gigabyte, brand new. Same. Oh, that's brand new drives. I mentioned it in a video not that long ago that if you're buying a used server, remember to ask if they have some spare parts laying around. That's kind of where that stack of drives came from. That's spare part drives that was laying around. All of these are 18.2 gigabyte drives, so they are also just going out. And there is no more room in the box. Ah, crap, they're heavy. I'm sure when these were new, the car would now have increased 5 times in value. Okay, so these were the 18.2 gigabytes that there wasn't room for. Also, there's an empty tray right there. Let's call that a trader. Then we have something even older. These are drive cages from back when Mom was a little boy. And these are even older than the SCSI drives. Actually, these does use the SCSI interface, but they use an even older compact interface here. This one is from 1996. Is there anything? I think I have dismounted all the drives. Oh, there is something here. There is one here. This was actually a nice system, but well, now it's just a small system. This is an 18.2 gigabytes, so I'm not gonna be keeping those either. 18, but old drive cages. They did a lot of work on these cages back then. They definitely have become more lazy since then. Also, this took up a lot of room in the servers. So yeah, those are going out as well. I've tried to sell these multiple times. Time has not been kind to those. So I need another box. Okay, so this is what I ended up. I'm gonna be keeping for a little while longer. You never know when you need one of those. Well, so let's see where they came from. So the drives came from a disk thingy like this, a shelf, where in the bottom of this has room for, is it 14? Yeah, 14 drives, and in there it takes a SCSI drive. And the servers is this one. This is a compact Proliant. This is actually the compact DL380 generation 1, so pretty awesome. Does it say that? It says it right there. That's pretty cool, right? So, and this has Pentium 3 processors inside. I do believe that I have changed those out. I did a review on this server way back, so If you're really interested, you can go back and see that video. I'll link that in the end of this video if you're into good old equipment like that. But in the meanwhile, I have really forgotten why it was that I needed that table. I was cleaning it out because I needed the table for something, but now it eludes me what it was. So I'll probably have to go think about that. Why did I need the table? So, well, anyhow, this was just a little bit of a hardware clean out video, so that I'll get room for some more hardware of different and probably newer stuff. I do collect servers. I do kind of collect servers, but I don't collect everything. So I'm only keeping that generation 1 because it's a generation 1. So yeah, I have been thinking about getting a generation 2 and a generation 3 as well. So I am kind of on the lookout for those, not very actively, but I am trying to find one. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye. That's over there.